Happy Trendy Thursday. All right. So today is August 13th. I can't believe that we're like in August and it's like the beginning of August. It feels like August started and then it's been like the longest 7 months of my life. That's how August feels for me. Like, a little life update. How about that? So my kids went back to school on Monday. Uh, Last Wednesday, my computer um, decided that it was not wanting to help me with my business anymore, and the hard drive crashed. And since then, we got a new hard drive or whatever. It's not a hard drive, but that's the idea of it. And so we got a new one, and my husband put it all together because, as it turns out, I'm completely not tech savvy at all. Even though I literally teach people how to be tech savvy. I don't know. But anyway, it's been a long 6.5 years since last Wednesday. So I've been building up my computer and figuring that out, and yeah, it is a nightmare. But it's fine because it's Trendy Thursday now, and Trendy Thursday is the best time of the year. So let me grab Facebook really quick because I forgot to turn it off. Sorry. Oh, it is on. Okay. I did an AI description today. I normally write it out myself, but look at all those M dashes and emojis. It is so obviously AI. But I did spend a whole bunch of time talking about what I wanted to do. Okay. So one of my secrets about AI is that I talk to it with my voice when I'm explaining things. Like I explained everything that I wanted to do for Trendy Thursday today. I want to do an extra clothes note. So like something that the parents get from the teacher that has the kids send in extra pair of clothes. This is for preschool. Like if and even like kindergarten, and maybe first grade, maybe special education. I don't know, but to bring in extra clothes and like what they should be adding and all of that. So I did not download it. I'm so far removed from Trendy Thursday right now. Like I was not thinking. Like normally I come in here. I have lots of clip art ideas. I have lots of things already downloaded. I don't have that today because I spent my morning working on how to back up my computer, and I think after Trendy Thursday I'm gonna take a break because I'm learning about myself that this is too much. It's too much to do at once. So I'm gonna take the rest of the week off after Trendy Thursday. Um, Another silly thing that I discovered about my computer, like I say no to a lot of things when it's like, hey, do you want to do this? Like, do you want to send diagnostic crap? Like, no. Do you want your computer to know where you're living so that it can give you, whatever? No. now, so now, right now, half of my computer, like, I have 3 screens. Half of each screen is it thinks I'm in California over here because it says it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and then over here it thinks that I'm in East Tennessee because it says it's 75 degrees and partly sunny, and if I click on it, it's like, hey, you're in Knoxville, it's gonna be raining in an hour. So like it thinks it's 9 o'clock here, and it thinks it's 6 o'clock here, and it's 6 times. So like 8 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And it's just very funny to me that that's a thing. Because normally, I guess 2 years ago, I didn't really care. And I was just like, whatever, let's just do what we got to do. But this year I was like, no, you're not going to know anything about me because we're fighting. I think I was in a sassy mood when I started my computer up, let me tell you. All right. Anyway, so I've been talking for 5 minutes. Is everybody here? If you're not here, say not here. Okay. Okay. So we're good. All right. Let's get into Trendy Thursday. Oh my gosh, I'm too funny. Oh, hello, Nora. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to see you. Okay, let me grab my notes because I took a lot of notes so that I could feed them in AI so that I can do my description. All right, so let me tell you, girlfriend, my life is so funny. All right, so let's head on over to my BFF. Oh, you know what? We should go to Teachers Pay Teachers first. That's what we should do. So, something that I do. Okay, we're not logging in today. It's not happening. That's fine. There's a few different ways that I do Trendy Thursday. One is that I think about like what month it is, or not, I guess not Trendy Thursday, like how I decide what trend I want to work on this week in general in my life, because I found that trends are the best way to get sales faster. So if you want to start making money kind of immediately or as quickly as possible, you want to find things that people are searching for in the trends. So yes, as a teacher, you can put things up that you're using in your classroom. You can, like, if you built things out for your classroom, put those up on Teachers Pay Teachers. Absolutely. But I don't just serve the people who know what to create. I also serve a lot of people who have no idea what to build every week. So every Thursday we come on here, we search for trends, and then we build them out. So this one I picked before my computer crashed, and probably almost a month ago now, because I was like, I'm going to be so far ahead. So we need to check to make sure that it's still in the search. And if it's not, we're going to make it anyway because I already planned the whole thing out. And the title says that that's what we're making, so it doesn't really matter. But I want to show you how I find my search terms. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that TpT is changing its search engine optimization, like, stuff. I have not looked into that yet because I haven't really been digging into TpT in the last week or so, but I did see that they are taking away APIs, and like there's a lot going on with that. So I would love to look at that, and I would love to talk about that, but I'm not going to talk about that this week because I'm not familiar with it, and I don't want to talk about something I don't know anything about. But I imagine it's somewhere in your dashboard, somewhere. If they have dropped it, I don't know that they dropped it yet, but, and I'm not logged in, so I can't even check right now. So what I do for Trendy Thursday, when I'm picking out something to create, I go to the search bar right here. So if you click on the search bar, it drops down things that people are searching for right now. Now, today is the middle of August. It's the middle of back to school season. My kids just started this week. A lot of kids started last Thursday. And then still there's going to be a lot of kids who start the day after Labor Day, right? So we're going to be having back to school until probably, gosh, I don't know, October. We're going to be doing back to school. So get in and nestle in, get comfy, because we're going to be in back to school for a while. I apologize if you're not into that, but I don't know. Do you just not like making money? Is that what? I don't know. But I am in such a silly mood today. I apologize. So when we click on the search bar, things that are suggested right now are back to school, first day of school activities, all about me, back to school activities, and meet the teacher. So I'm seeing a lot of back to school. I'm seeing activities, and I'm seeing classroom decor, or what I would consider classroom decor. Or like classroom organization. If you're doing a meet the teacher, you're introducing to, the students. So those are things. Okay, so what I do is I see, the trend of this. So most of this is back to school. What do teachers need for back to school? You can even type in back to school and see what else drops down. So we type in that, we see activities, bulletins, boards, crafts, coloring pages. This is going to be about the same for every keyword you ever put in. Like you could put in Halloween and it'll do the same thing. Bulletin board, craft, clip art, coloring pages. Like the same general idea for everything. First day of school, activities, coloring page, sign, slides. Like you're going to have just like a lot of the same there. So what I do with that type of thing, like back to school, I will press space and then just put a letter like S. And then you'll see scavenger hunt, speech therapy, science, second grade, slides. You can even go as far as to add extra letters and get you. So if you put SP, you'll get speech, special education, Spanish, I don't know, H, sheets, back to school shoe, back to school information sheet. So things like that. So what I thought about with this Trendy Thursday was my kids, we were talking about like getting ready for the school day, and I I like sketched out like a person, and I was like, what does getting ready for school look like for you? Like, what do you want to look like when you're leaving the house? And we talked about how you have to get dressed, and we talked about how you need to have your shoes on, and you want to have your backpack, and you're going to make sure that you have your Chromebook if you haven't yet, and your headphones, and like all this stuff. And when we were talking about that, it kind of occurred to me that like we are finally out of this stage in our lives where they need extra clothes. My youngest is, getting to the end of his elementary days, and so I was like, oh, you don't have to have any extra clothes this year. And I was like, that's so cool. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could do that for for Trendy, is the extra clothes note, because I know in the beginning there's a whole lot of notes and things for that. Just back to school is just there's a lot of information coming at us. So I was like, this is something I can build and it'll be great. So, um, so I looked up clothes, and then I was like, okay, clothes, clothes clip art, extra clothes, note, extra clothes, bag labels. That would be good too. So then we can just write extra clothes, and then you can see note parents, and then label. So these are all things that we can add into this idea. So the idea is already in my brain of what I want to make. An extra clothes note. I want to include like what they'll need. So like, because I know when when my kids were still, peeing their pants, I would forget socks almost all the time. I would forget socks, and I had to write a note. I wrote on the the bag, because I think they give you the bag back once because they put the wet clothes in the bag. I wrote on the bag, don't forget socks. So when I got the clothes bag back with, the dirty clothes in it, I would see, don't forget socks. So then when I would have to get a new bag and fill it back up, I would remember the socks. So I remember that being part of my life because it was something I forgot all the time. So I thought we should include that. And then why we need extra clothes, because sometimes parents are like, I don't know why we even have to do this, because my first child, she never needed extra clothes because she was, she's first child. But every child since then has needed extra clothes. And then I wanted to do seasonal change out because we pack shorts in August, but when it's October or November, then we're going to want to switch to pants, and then we're going to want to switch back after like March. So I just wanted to add all that. And then a label, I didn't write that, but I like that idea. and then a label for bag. And then I also had, oops, there was an accident. We need to refill the clothes bag and have that be something that can go in like their take home folder or something, just so that people can check. Because if you don't know that your kid peed their pants, you might not see the bag of, pee soaked pants in their bag. What a stinking day. Anyway, so just thinking about my life with these children. Okay, so let's I don't even think I have Word on here. Oh, I do. But I don't have the build framework that I did before on here. Where are you? Oh, over here. Okay. So let's head over to PowerPoint and just build it out. So I made these yesterday or the day before, and I showed you guys how to do it in a video that's coming. I think I'm going to put them on YouTube, and I think I'm going to start dripping them out now, like today, so that I can get some feedback and some like comments of people being like, oh, what about this? Because I was thinking when I was creating, I was like, oh my gosh, what if people have questions and I put this up like in a month? Because I wanted to have it complete. I wanted it to be complete before I listed it like a fool. I don't know why I would think that that's a good idea. But then I was like, what if people have questions? And then I'm going to have to go all the way back to the beginning. So I'm going to start dripping it out today. Just so you know, I might make like a playlist or something. And then I'm going to put that into the PowerPoint course because I've been working on rebuilding that. And now I'm going to rebuild it more because all of those videos are gone now. Yay, life. Okay. All right. Love this for me. So my problem is that I downloaded them onto my computer and I deleted them off of StreamYard. And then now they're just gone forever. Such a fool. Anyway, okay, so we can do it right here. So let's do our keyword is ooh, what are you doing? Extra, oh, I pressed the Alt. Extra clothes. So, and you know what else? I listened to this really great podcast this morning because I was trying to figure out how to happily back up my computer, and I think I have it here. It's Kristen Doyle. Do you know Kristen Doyle? She's amazing. She's amazing. And she talks about lessons she learned from factory resetting her MacBook, which I can imagine is as traumatic as what my experience was. But I loved what she did. And she has a link down here for her, what she ended up using. And that is what I'm using. Yay! I'm using it now because she told me to. And I liked the idea. So I was looking at a few different things. And I talked about this in a video too, so I'm not going to, whatever. I looked at a few different things, and that's the one I ended up deciding on because I think that was a good one. No one is talking, probably because I'm just rambling. I am just rambling. I apologize. Okay, so here's our keyword, extra close note. Okay, so what does this keyword say to us? It tells me, we're going to make this font smaller, like this one. Smaller? Oh, but not that small because we still want people to be able to see it. You know what? Let's just do, let's do this gelato, but make it bigger, even though it says smaller. Anyway, and then you can be bigger too. Extra close note. Okay. Extra close note. Okay, so what does this tell us? It tells us that it's going to be like a note home to parents. It tells me, oh gosh, I don't like that. It tells me that it's probably going to be preschool, and basically needs to be really quick and easy for parents to understand, and really quick and easy for teachers to just like put out, right? So like things to notice. Let's see. So extra close note. Let me think what else. Yeah. So it'll be a take home note for parents. Basic parent communication, I guess would be a good word for it. And it's going to be just quick and easy and like crystal clear. Like, this is what you need. This is the things that I want you to put in this bag. And Merry Christmas or whatever. Notice that it doesn't say worksheet or activity. There's nothing at all for the student here, right? So like the customer that we're aiming for is the teacher, but the person actually using the printable is going to be the teacher communicating to a parent or the kid's adult, right? So who buys your product and who uses your products sometimes aren't exactly the same person. So it's important for you to think about that when you're creating this product, right? Okay, so now, oh, my build, you know what, let me put it over here. My build workframe. Build is, B is, break it down. Oh, yeah, just break it down, and then understand the outcome, and then what's after you? I is identify core pages, and then less is more or something like that. Limit the scope. I need to check my notes. And then design away. So this is our Trendy Thursday. Let's do KG redheads. There we go. So we oh, what are you doing, person? Except my house. Oh, okay. So we broke it down. We'd have the grade, the type, and other information, and then understand the outcome is like what is the, it's going to help students do what. This for us would be like helping the teacher communicate with the child, with the parent, without having to write the same note like 175 times, or like having to repeat yourself at pickup, for example. What situation does the child or does the teacher need help? I don't know. Never mind. We're gonna skip that part of the notes. So basically, the ideas that we need are beginning of the year extra clothes request, which we talked about. We want to have what to pack, which we talked about, and then please send, and then label. Let's just start building it. So like we identify, we know what we want to make and all this stuff. We understand the outcome. The outcome is that the kids have clothes in case they have an accident, and then identifying the core pages. We already talked about that in the beginning. We're going to have the what to pack, why we need extra clothes, seasonal change out, oops accident, and a label for the bag. And then I like the idea of please check your child's clothing size. I put that on my notes and I forgot that I put it there. So yeah, I would do that. And then limit the scope. That's basically just, so I added things that I thought of while I was brainstorming that I also thought this is too much, Beth. So one was a field trip reminder of like, should you bring extra clothes for a field trip? And then I was like, no, Beth, no. And then I was like, oh, but if I'm making parent notes, maybe I should make like a snack note. And then maybe your child needs more diapers for note. And then I was like, okay, we've gone way past. And it's like, okay, we're making an extra close note. So like, instead of expanding like super broadly, we're just going to be very deep. We're not going to make every parent note ever, every extra close note that this teacher might ever need. We're going that way. We're not going to every parent note ever, right? So, and we're going, yeah, okay. So it's gonna be really, really easy, right? So we want to make this into a page that's basically just like a heading, a short explanation, right? Simple pictures, check boxes where you need them, which I don't even know that we need them. Very minimal ink, black and white, easy peasy. Maybe 2-page options because there will be like a full page and then like the half sheets. The design, we just want to have it match how the teacher will actually use the resource, right? So it's not like a poster, it's going into their backpack. Okay. So this is another opportunity to get clip art. Huh? Rainbow sprinkles, clip art. Let's head on over here and sign in really quick before I go over here and show it to you. Okay. So, shop for clip art. Okay. So, if you did not grab this clip art set during the back to school sale and you're looking for a big, massive clip art set for a lot cheaper than you would get it the whole set, I highly recommend this alphabet clip art. And then the rest are pretty much freebies, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. We're here for clothes. Here we go. So Dress Up Kids Summer, that's basically all we need is one like this. So I'm just going to grab this, download it, and then I'm going to extract. Oh no. Oh, okay. Oh no, but it's not. It's fine. Everything's fine. Beth, it's fine. Beth. Okay, so here we go. This is, I wouldn't even put like pants. I would just do shorts and it's fine. You can do shorts. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. You can get rid of this. Okay. So here is what I would do for this. Very easy. And you can even go to Chatty and ask about this. We can go to ChatGPT right now. ChatGPT. And you just say, maybe instant. We could do a little. So I need to create a extra clothes note for parents, including what they need to pack for their preschool child who may have had an accident or may have an accident at some point this year. Who knows? Anyway, I need a letter. Thank you. And that's all you got. And then it's like, okay, here you go. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay. All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again because Beth messed up. Okay, so I need an extra close note for parents. I'm writing a letter as a teacher to parents to add extra clothes for their child into this bag that I'm giving them. I'm going to have it say what to pack and why we need extra clothes and just everything that they need to add. Can you do that for me? Thanks. There we go. There we go. Easy day. Look at that. And it does the whole thing. Oh, I love that. It says, one thing I really like for this particular printable is that the date packed line at the bottom, it gives the teacher an easy visual clue to say, ooh, we packed this bag in August and now it's January. Perhaps those size 4T shorts are no longer doing us any favors. So we can just take this, copy paste, and we can paste it right here. Now, all we have to do is change the text to, I would not do KG Red Hands because that's a little bit thicker. Honestly, Century Gothic, what are we even doing here? Why is this even a choice? All right, so I get rid of this. Say, dear families, please send a complete change of clothes for your child to keep at school. Okay. Then you can change some of this or none of this, whatever. Okay, so we can copy this and paste this out by itself. And then I would get rid of the please place the following. And then I would just grab this guy. You may also want to include bold. Okay. Why? I would probably just delete this whole thing. And then just say a few helpful reminders. Please make sure all clothing fits your child comfortably, is appropriate for the current season, is labeled with your child's name, and as your child grows, we may need some back home so you can replace it. And there you go. And you could make this a box, like so that it's different, like. But really, that's it. That's it. And then we could add some, shorts here. Where's the black and white? Oh, here we go. Add some shorts. A shirt. Just switch it up a little bit. Grab these and then, oops. And then right click and group so that they stay together. And then we can kind of move it around a little bit. And then I would just put these like here. And then yeah, that's it. Although I might change these to actually look like shoes. But I don't. Maybe we go to Rainbow Supermarket and see if they have shoes. Shoes. Or just a shoe. Just a shoe. Different than a horseshoe though. Maybe a sneaker. Although people like my child call them, and my husband call them tennis shoes. But like, what if you're not wearing, or like, what if you're not playing tennis? Do you still call them tennis shoes? Or like, I don't play tennis. Why do I need tennis shoes? Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. Oops. I don't need shoes. Or I don't need tennis shoes because I don't even play tennis. What about me? I feel neglected. You know? Things I think about. But I'm always in the mood to be sneaking around, you know? So things I think about. Things I think about. All right. So that's basically it. That's pretty much all that I would do for this. And then we can add things like we could even ask Jenny about that. Hold on, let me grab the other extra close note. Perfect. Let's add a seasonal clothing change. Okay, perfect. And then we can just change that really quick. Like easy day, right? Easy day. New slide. And then change this to my BFF Centric Gothic. And I would change this to please check everything still fits. I would get rid of this. Shirt, pants or shorts. All right. There we go. Easy day. This is one of those that's really, really easy, especially in the days of AI. You can make it super simple like this. I'm making it super simple because I'm sending it to you guys. You should make it pretty. If you make it pretty, then it's more likely to sell really well because this is something that AI can take over, right? Like AI can, obviously do this on its own. So what I would recommend is making this like give it a cute background and like or like a cute what's that called, border. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this to make it unique and your own. And I recommend having it like match a classroom decor set so that everything that comes home from the teacher feels really cohesive. And you know what? I would have loved that with any of my kids' teachers because I always have my kids write their name on everything that comes home because like they'll be like, your child needs, I don't know, whatever. Like you need to bring in a box of crayons or something, right? And I don't know which kid it is because I have 3 kids and they're all about the same age. So like if the teacher doesn't put their name on it, and even if they do, sometimes I don't know because each child has 6 sticking teachers. But or like if it's a Miss Smith, we have like 3 Miss Smiths. Oh my gosh. So the idea of it having like a cohesive look. So every time it comes home, I'm like, oh, that's this kid's teacher. Or like from the desk of first grade teacher, Mrs. Averill, you know, then you can be like, oh, first grade, I know it's this child, you know. So yeah, make it unique and make it your own. I'm just going to give you the bare bones of everything so that you can just grab this and make it unique to you. Change up some words if you want, make it sound more friendly or more you, whatever you would like. Yeah, so I would do this. I would do the general one, and then oh yeah, we use this. We need an extra. Uh, Hi, Paul. My dog keeps. I don't know what it is. We have this box back here. It's not even a box. The box broke. There is no box anymore. Oh, letters. My kids had letters when they were, little. They have so much hair on it now, though. Oh, because it's been on the floor with my dog, and my dog lays on them. But anyway, so we had these letters, like a little X, and it's yellow and it has little blue like lines on it, and it's really cute. And we have this Z over here, but like we had the whole letter of the whole alphabet, and they were these cute owls, and my kids found them, and they're like, oh, we should put these up in our room. And I was like, okay, you're in middle school, sure. But then they just dumped it in the back of my office. So now my dog just goes around and lays down on them all, and it's just like a pile of wooden letters, and she hurts herself almost every time. So that's what she's doing right now. That's the noise that's happening behind me. Okay, so oops, we need our extra clothes. That's what we're talking about. So we needed to use, or I wouldn't even say dear families. I would say we needed to use some of the child's extra clothes today. We used, this, and I would even use this. Oh, that's fun. On ChatGPT, it does it. That's fun. You can, I would just add this onto a piece of paper, and then just, yeah, I like this. The teacher can quickly check. We use the socks and pants, but the shirt is still here, rather than the parent having to send another entire wardrobe to school. For the product, oops, we needed our extra clothes. Yeah, so that's the idea. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you today, because yeah, it's kind of an easy day, but I'm a little out of my element because I don't have my normal stuff, and I'm feeling a little lost and confused. So this is what I would do for this. Basically, I'm just giving you this idea, and you're going to run with it, and you're going to make it really pretty. I would spend some time with like the page to make it pretty. So you could do something like add a little box and have the shape white and the outline black, and then make it a little bit thicker, and then add the text of like what was it? Oops. And then another one that says like, we used, or we needed our clothes today. So I would change this to like, a big chunky font. Oops. And then this one we would change to like a scripty font, because remember, this is going to parents, so you can do, it's not going to kids. I probably wouldn't do this font because now that I'm looking at it, I hate it. Do you ever have that? I do. All right. So there's this, and then I would change this to, I don't know, something smaller. I don't like that. I want it to fit nicer. I would figure something out here. Positive vibes. That's cute. Yep. I would spend some time looking and figuring out fonts that go together. You know what goes really well is these KA Honeycomb and KA Weekdays. They always look really good together. But if I did that, I would make sure that this is all lowercase because it just looks nicer. And then like underneath I would put Century Gothic. We need a refill. Please send in. Oops. Maybe something like that. And then, yeah, so I would spend a lot of time on that, on fixing the text to look really cute, to make it really sellable, basically. And then once you have the text, I mean, I'm going to send you I'm sending you all the text, so you'll have all the text. You just, you know, paste it in and then edit the text that you have, make it pretty. Look at text hierarchy. So you want to have like a really nice chunky title font, and then you want to have your subheader. Other ones, if you're using Canva, I like Bobby Jones for my header, and then I like intro script or apricots for my subheader, and then Sniglet is my favorite paragraph font because they don't have Century Gothic. So sad. One of my favorites. Anyway, so I'm going to let you live your life. I'm going to put this together and then put it up in the membership. I'm going to take the rest of the day off. I have a library book that I need to finish, so I'm probably going to lay down downstairs and read it for a few minutes and then fall asleep because I'm exhausted from doing this. Rebuilding your computer is the most exhausting thing ever. So I have a new appreciation for my friends who are just beginning to work on selling printables and like just learning PowerPoint, because it is a lot. Like I am at like, I've been doing this for a long time. So I understand what I need to do. And I already have the knowledge in my brain of what I want something to look like and what it looks, like I have all of this already in my brain. I can't imagine starting over and not already having it in my brain and trying to figure it out. Like, it's exhausting knowing what I need to do. I can't imagine how exhausting it is not knowing what you need to do and trying to piece that together. So I just want you to know, my friends who are just starting, I see you, and we're gonna get you through it. Okay. Anyway, I'll let you guys get to the rest of your day. Thank you for Trendy Thursdaying with me. I appreciate you being here. It means a lot to me. So thank you. I'm happy to see you each week, building out these fun products with me. I hope I see you next week. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.